What's up, MetaFam? I hope you guys enjoyed the morning daily stream at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with the DCT MetaFam team. It was great. It was we had a great live stream this morning, and one of the conversations that they were talking about is how Bitcoin miners are continuing to expand even during these market conditions. Now, many of you guys might not actually know that, and I've created a lot of videos on other channels. Check those out, by the way. But some of you guys might not know that actually the best time to deploy capital into Bitcoin mining is when there is a massive recession and a pullback of the Bitcoin price. And smart operators, even those operators that might have liquidated Bitcoin during the recession period or the pullback period, some of them are still doing stuff right. And so obviously, you guys can clearly see there are multiple people here on the DCTV team that are involved in Bitcoin mining. Myself, certainly for one, and I have been mining for over a decade. So this is something that is close to our hearts, and we're always, as we're learning and scaling and growing our own Bitcoin mining experience and our own Bitcoin mining facilities, it's important that we understand what's going on in the market and following the sophisticated money in the Bitcoin mining game. So I want to talk about this article about Riot expanding Bitcoin mining fleet despite the market conditions for Q2 2022. So the Bitcoin mining company Riot blockchain has boosted the size of its mining fleet to over 44,000 miners, while more than 3,000 are already ready for deployment. The company sold 14.4 million worth of their Bitcoin treasury and had a 30 million share offering to increase its cash position. Some of you guys might have read about this in previous news. Riot released its quarter two Bitcoin mining production update in August 16th of 2022, where it highlighted ongoing capitulation trends within the Bitcoin mining sector. However, Riot's blockchain sales were used for expanding their mining fleet, while other companies were pressured to utilize funds for just staying afloat. Riot's report shows that its year-over-year Bitcoin production increased by 107%, producing 1,395 BTC valued at around 34 million at the time of this particular article, as opposed to 675 Bitcoin, or roughly about 16 million the year before. So not off by that much. After all of Riot's new miners were deployed, the company will have 47,511 application-specific integrated circuits, or ASIC Bitcoin miners, producing close to 4.9 exahashes per second. The company currently has up to 44,720 ASIC miners deployed with a hash rate of about 4.4 exahash. Despite the recent acquisition of new ASICs and increased hash rate for both self-mining and hosted facilities, Riot still had to sell 14.4 million worth of Bitcoin while dumping 30.6 million shares on the stock market, which raised an additional 267 million for the company. As a result, Riot currently has assets worth 496 million, just shy under $1 billion, $500 million, of which 270 million is cash on hand, and an increase of 113 million cash value in this year's first quarter. Based on Riot's update, the company is financially stronger, even if the mining company capitulated and sold a portion of its Bitcoin hodlings while dumping shares on the market. It is also important to note that Riot still has 6,653 Bitcoin, or around 159 million, in its treasury. Throughout the recent market downturn, the Bitcoin mining industry has continued to weather the storm. Bitcoin was sold more in quarter two than it was mined by large-scale miners like Core Scientific and Bitfarms. However, other miners like Hut 8 and DigiHost, as well as MetaFi, are holding every Bitcoin that they can mine. Ooh. Very nice, guys, that MetaFi drop. And so what we were learning here as we're going through yet another potentially vicious, but actually it was kind of a warm winter, actually, in terms of crypto. What are we learning through this crypto winter, which isn't really a winter all that much, is that the smart money is continuing to invest in Bitcoin mining and Bitcoin mining infrastructure during these downturn times. Smart people are doing that, and we're talking to a lot of these types of people on Discord and in our community as they're figuring out how to mine for the first time, learning how to scale their miners, and grow and learn together. That's why we're here. We're here to help you guys out. See you in Discord.